Hi, guys, and welcome to the Kai's Corner podcast. I am your host, Kai Bologna. Today, I feel like I'm giving dad on vacation, and that's just the vibe today. So, anyone who is watching the video format, you will get to see the outfit. If you are listening on podcast, I am wearing like a Hawaiian shirt with like a one shoulder shirt under it, and I'm just it's giving looks. I also have these khaki pants that you can't see on camera or on the pod, and I feel like I look immaculate right now, you know? Today, we are talking all about society and how I feel like I've been impacted by society. I think we live in such a structure-feeling world. And I do think this relates a little bit to last week's topic, or kind of the similar vibe, where it's like, I just feel like society has impacted us in so many ways. And this also almost relates to, like, the whole technology topic of, like, I feel like due to the society we live in and the structure of our world, it's like, sometimes I'm like, what do I want? Like, I am going through all this stuff at work right now where, like, I can't really talk about it, but, like, I'm basically in charge of everything now. And it's like, I don't want this. Okay, but, like, what do I want? And I'm like, it's a great question. I've worked for this same place for 4 years. And, you know, I think it's all about perspective. And I think it's almost the fact that, like, I have never thought of anything different. I have never been like, oh, this is what I actually want to do. Like, it's like YouTube, podcasting, obviously, but, like, those are things that I will always do. And they will always be there. And it's like, okay, like, I live alone. Nobody else is going to make money for me. And I need to provide for my family. And I need to provide for myself. And it's just like, I think it does really bring things into perspective for me. Because it's like, I like sat down and I was like, what do I want? And it's like, I don't really have an answer for that. Which is almost interesting for me because it's like, what do I want? I want to travel. What do I want to do? I want to YouTube and I want to podcast and I want to be able to travel around the world and have those videos out for people to see. And it's like, that's what I want to do. But it's like, I don't make the time to do those things. So it almost feels counterproductive. And, you know, who knows what role in this society has to play, but it's like, it's the working man, you know, like, I think Dolly Parton is such like I really like Dolly because she was like this woman who grew up in like this really big family, and they were like, you're going to go out and, you know, you're going to get a husband or you're going to work. And it's like, she like worked, and then like she created the star that she is. And it's like, I think there is so many impactful moments and stories for me, and it's like, I am a very interesting person, and it's like, this is me, and I will never pretend to be somebody I'm not for someone else, for society. It's not worth it for me. I really struggled for a really long time. Being like, who am I? What do I like? And like, also I wouldn't be myself around specific people because it's like, and it's just like, that's not fair. And I have like spent my whole life not being myself because I'm scared of other people's reactions. And it's like, yeah, I think like going to public school has like taught me a lot. Like, God dang, I was getting ripped to shreds. But like, I also feel like that was good for me. That's called character building. You know, having nothing builds character. And it's like, I think that's really important in its own right. You know, I don't think it's okay and I don't think it's perfect, but like, I think that's the society that we live in this current moment, in this current world. And it's like technology almost scares me because instead of these kids bullying people to their face and seeing the direct impact it has on them, they are not going to know empathy. And that is a really scary thought, you know? It's like I watch people fight pretty often at my job. And it's like, I'm like, what are these people doing? But it's not, it's good. Like, you have to, like, get it out. Especially when you were working 40 hours a week with the same people. It's kind of exhausting. And it's like, it's just really important to know. I think it's really important to know the impact of that our words have. And I think that's something I really struggled with for a really long time. And like, I want to use my voice for good. And I want to use the words I have for good. And it's like, you know, I fucking busted my ass. I am in such a good position in my life. And it's like, I got there. I busted my ass. I worked hard for all of this. Did I get lucky? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really lucky to be 22 and working a full-time job that like pays the bills, and it's like I have a cat, and it's like I have my own place, and it's like I busted my ass for that. But I worked so hard, and it's like I will never stop working hard to get what I want because I think that's really important. But I also think that we can work smart, and that is okay. And I don't think that's a bad thing or a negative. And it's like there are so many things that I want to do, and I just kind of don't know where to start. And I think sometimes that makes me nervous. And I think I always think that I have to have like, you know, I have to have a plan. I got to really figure my shit out. And it's like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm 22. You know what I really want to do right now? I really want to travel. And I don't know the logistics of traveling with a cat, especially a cat that has anxiety. But you know what? Maybe we'll figure it out. Like, yeah, I want to move to Texas, but then I'm like, what if I hate Texas? And it's like, okay, dude, chill out, figure out what you want, and like circle back to me. Because it's like, I really want to go somewhere different. I just don't know what that looks like, you know? And it's like, yeah, I like have a fucked up relationship with my family, but it's like, I'm still kind of close to my family, and it's like, I don't know. And I think society tells us that like we should have it all together. I'm 22. I'm an adult, and it's like, God, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight, man. Like, come on. I just think it's so important to like do things that I truly love, and I need to make more time for it too. Cause like, you know, I have this notebook, and I'm really passionate about this. I have this notebook, and I have this notebook, and it pretty much has every show I've been to, a lot of like my traveling trips, and it's just like scrapbook and like writing, and it's like really important to me. And it's like I have all these things that I've collected to go in this book since like March, and they still have yet to go in the book. And it's like, okay, like I'm ready for a new painting, and it's like, I haven't been painting. I haven't been doing anything. I've just been working. And it's like, I don't know what the right thing is. Maybe what I'll do next is maybe I'll just get a part-time job, quit my day job, and like do YouTube and podcasting part-time and then work part-time. I don't know. And it's okay not to know. It's okay to not have a game plan. And I am in such a better position now than I was a year ago. I'm in such a better position now than I was 3 years ago. I'm in such a better position now than I was 6 months ago. And it's like, it's just so wonderful to see the growth, because it is there and it is happening. And yeah, it might be slow and it might feel really slow, but like, it's a staircase. It will be a slow journey to the top, but we will get there. Also, it's like I could be alive for like 50 more years. I could be alive for like 80 more years. I could live to 100. I think if I started taking care of myself, I could live to 100. I don't eat like somebody who would live to 100. But also, there's a big problem with American food systems, and I have very strong feelings about that, and we'll get there eventually. But I feel like that's a little too much for today's episode. I've just also struggled, and it's like I've struggled with my weight my whole life, but like I also had pretty obese parents that were like shoving all this shit down my throat, and we'll get there next time. Maybe if you guys want an episode on that, let me know. I think that would be extremely interesting. But yeah, I'm ranting and rambling and running, and I love that for me. I just really want to create a space that makes me feel good. And like, I want to create a space for us that feels good. And it's like, I said this last week, and I know, but it's like, I grew up without feeling like I had a home or a place to go or like a place where I felt normal. I have never felt normal. And you know what? I will never be normal. I will never be normal. And this is my little space on the internet. Hi guys, my name is Kai. And this is my little space on the internet where everybody who doesn't feel normal in society can hang out. Because you know what? I am not normal. I am a little weirdo wackadoodle, and that's okay. That is okay. And I'm so proud of me, and I'm so proud of you, because normal isn't real. It's all a fake part of society. It's all society trying to dupe us. No, but it's like, I want people to feel normal, because you should. Like, or at least you should feel like you have a safe space to go to. And I don't think that's too much to ask at all. Absolutely. I feel like I've been rambling and ranting and running, and it feels really good. I really miss this, and like, I really love the space that I've created, because I don't know how you guys feel, but when I sit here in this little office, nobody in this office can hear me. I'm the only one here. But like, and nobody could be watching this, or hundreds of people could be watching this, and I don't know, and that's okay. But it's like, I am just so grateful to have created this space, because I don't know how you feel, but I feel really safe, and I feel so true to myself, and I adore that feeling. I love you all so much, and I will see you all next episode. Bye!